Hello. Uh, you guys keep asking me to show you pens, different kinds of pens, and if possible, tell you little stories about them. Which, if one were to look at the kind of viewership that most of our videos have generated so far, the most viewerships are generated by the stories that talk about pens, different pens, unknown pens, rare pens, old pens, vintage pens, and stuff like that. So I thought I will be doing this particular episode today and show you three pens. Three pens because somebody just gave me these pens. I was gifted these pens by a old friend of mine. You guys have seen him. I've also mentioned him in our channel in the past. I'm talking about Sudipta Chatterjee, who is basically, he's an ephemera collector. He collects paper and printed stuff. And for his own collection purposes, he keeps going to different places. Now, there are times when he comes across pens, and he is always kind enough to pick up these pens, these old pens, these pre-used pens, these pre-loved pens, sometimes vintage pens, sometimes antique pens. He picks them up and he comes and mostly gifts them to me. So he was here a couple of days back in my house, and he gifted me these three pens. These three pens, and it's very interesting. Let me tell you the story of this pen. This is a kind of pretty rare pen, rare in the sense that it's not easily available. It's a pilot pen, but a pilot pen that was made in India. Now, this is a beauty in its own right. Uh, at one point in time, Pilot had a kind of they had a presence in India, and they had a manufacturing unit in Chennai, which later became the Pilot Cinema. I don't know whether it's there or not, but these pens are pretty rare to find. They were not the most expensive in the line those days, but these are highly coveted pens. There was a ring here that's missing, but otherwise it's a beautiful pen. The nib is there in all its glory, and this is looks like an eyedropper filler. It is an eyedropper filler, in fact. Uh, but what I'll do is I'll show you writing samples also. But instead of filling up this pen now, please excuse me, I'm not taking the trouble of filling up these pens and writing and showing them to you for this. What I'll do is I'll dip these pens in ink, in different inks, and write and show you samples. I'm just not filling them up to the brim for the simple reason that I already have many pens that are inked, and if I ink them, I have to write them out, because write out the ink, because I hate to throw away ink. I just can't fill up a pen just for the sake of doing a video and then draining of the ink. It hurts. Some it's, call me weird, call me cheapo, call me whatever you feel like, but it hurts, and I'm not going to do that. So this is the first pen that he gave me. He gave me another pen. This is a Pilot, and this is a Japanese Pilot, and it has a strange filling system. Some of you may not have seen it, because there's this lever here. If you push it in the back, it squeezes the tube inside and draws in or expels the ink. So this is the second pen. All these pens are fine nibbed ones. And this is the third pen. This is an unbranded pen with an ambitious nib. This was probably the kind of pens that you used to give away, I mean, to school children and to, as gifts, because golden pens are pretty, I mean, especially to Indians, anything golden is pretty sought after and desired. So this is the third pen that he gave. These are the three pens. What I'll do is I will not talk much about these pens anymore, and I'll just show you the writing samples. But thank you, Sudiptada. What do I say? This certainly is a very collectible pen. I have some others of this genre or this quality, or from coming from this this unit in India of pilots. I have many pilot pens like this, but this is another pen that I did not have uh, many of. So, and this is unbranded. There used to be a Wilson pen which was which closely resembled this pen, and in all probability, this is a copy of that pen. But this is also a nice pen. Unfortunately, it does not have any marking anywhere here, or I mean, anywhere for that matter, except that it has an ambitious nib, and I hope it writes well. I've not written with these pens in the past. So what I'll do is I'll show you writing samples. Thank you for being coming so far in this episode. If you have come this far, please subscribe and like and subscribe and share the link with your friends, because the more you share, the more people get to see. It's a passion play. It's about my passion, and it does not have any commercial twist to it. It's collecting fountain pens is not a kind of a second hustle for me. I do this, or I do these videos, or I write the blog because, or I keep spending such obscene amounts of money to buy pens and inks, is because I love fountain pens, and I love sharing the little that I know about fountain pens and about the pleasures of writing, or about the fight, the war that we are waging. I won't call it a war, it's a crusade, more or less. It's like a jihad that we are waging to bring the fountain pen back into the world, to entice our young guys, our young generations, our uh, young people to take up the fountain pen, to express, to vent their creativity. So please share, and please like, and please help us in any way. And another thing that I want to say is, please write your comments. Write comments. Throw brickbats. It's not about something that you owe me anything. That you have to write good things about me. If you don't like, and I know I am ugly. So if you don't like something about the pens, or if you don't like anything about the way I talk, or if you don't like about the content of these videos, please tell me, so that I can, I can put my mind on it, and I can to try to improve, so that at the end of the day, it's a pleasurable thing both ways around. Like you like watching it as much as I like doing it. So I think it will be a win-win. Thank you, and season's greetings in advance. So please pick up your pens, your inks, your and write, and your diaries, your notebooks. Please write. Thank you.